you guys. You're watching Steve's vlog. And the dogs are outside, so we'll be right back. Okay. Time to have breakfast. And we're back. It's breakfast time. Okay. Go ahead. Come here. Yeah. Bunny. Come here. Hot dog. This is what they like to eat every day. S-Bar Classic Franks. S-Bar hot dogs. So today I was looking up, actually yesterday I was looking up things that I could read to you guys. I wanted to show you how good of a reader I am, and I came across that March is the month of reading or something like that, reading month. So it's actually a pretty good time. I didn't find anything to read. There's no books. Excuse me, there's no books on the... Where are they? Come here. Want one more? There's no books on the internet that I could find to read, and I don't own any books anymore. So I just got this Apple iPod that I've been scrolling through iPad, and I found some stories, but I wanted to make sure that you guys knew that I didn't pre-read it, so I figured we'd look it up together. So let's look up, I'm using the Google search, the Google browser, and let's Google stories. What? Yeah. You ready for breakfast? You like your breakfast? Yeah. Yeah. Sure do. Stories of Success, The Secret official website, 40 fantastic stories for kids to read. Stories, one story. Let's see here, let's type something else in. And you can read along with me if you just Google what I'm Googling and find the site that I'll show you the site that I'm using or whatever short story. Let's type in short story. Let's type in for adults. Actually, let's not type in for adults. Let's type in for school. Short stories for school. 31 classic short stories for middle school students. I think the children are the future, and they just keep getting smarter and smarter as the years go by. So I don't know what level my reading level would be at anymore. I have a feeling that middle schoolers can read pretty good though. Okay, let's pick something out here. So I typed in short stories for school, and there's a site called We Are Teachers. It says 23 great short stories to teach in middle school. I'm just going to click it. Maybe it has something I can read for you, like a page I can read. No, but it has a list of books. Maybe it'll open up a book. One Friday morning. Sure, I could read this. So, one Friday morning, and then it says the introduction. It's not like in the book, but it's probably the back of the book. The introduction on the back cover or something. And then there's a picture. I don't know if this picture goes with the story or not, but there's a picture of a guy there. I just woke up, if you can't tell. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Okay, let's read this. Introduction. Even in the non-officially segregated North, there was often a wide gulf between the color blindness. Squirrely, come here. You want to play? You want to play? Can I read to you? Even in the non-officially segregated North, there was often a wide gulf between the color blindness of the American dream and the racial discrimination in daily life, which early in their lives crushed the aspirations. She digs through the garbage. I can't throw anything away in the garbage without her checking it first. She checks if there's any food or any smell of food or a hint of smell of food left in like the hot dog bags or just everything. So like if I throw anything in the garbage, she'll pull it right out. So I mean, it's pointless for me to throw garbage in the garbage first. I should just sometimes I do. I just give it to her first, check it to see if I can throw it in the garbage. Otherwise, she'll pull it out and put garbage all over my house. Won't ya? Yes, you will. So where was I? Sorry. Crush the aspirations and dash the hopes of promising young black Americans. In this story, published in 1941, celebrated poet, novelist, and playwright Langston Hughes, 1902 to 1967, describes such an incident in the life of a talented and proud American high school student. Nancy Lee Johnson, whose family had moved from the deep south to the north so that she might have better opportunities. Described Nancy Lee. What do we learn about her from her picture, which had come out of her soul, her own life. What, to begin with, are her attitudes towards her country and towards her race? Had it changed by the end? What do you think of Miss O'Shea's speech to Nancy Lee? And can her story about the Irish become Nancy Lee's? And Nancy Lee's hope at the end unrealistic? Has the move north been in vain? Is colorblindness a possible or desirable prospect in America for blacks, for whites, for everyone? If racial prejudice is at odds with the American dream, what about racial pride and racial preferences? I should have probably finished my soda pop and woke up a little more before reading this. I feel like I'm just kind of reading word per word. The thrilling news did not come directly to Nancy Lee, but it came in little indirections that finally added themselves up to one tremendous fact. She had won the prize, but being a calm and quiet young lady, she did not say anything. Although the whole high school buzzed with rumors, guesses, reportedly authentic announcements on the part of students who had no right to be making announcements at all, since no student really knew yet who had won this year's art scholarship. But Nancy Lee's drawing was so good, her lines so sure, her colors so bright and harmonious, that certainly no other student in the senior art class at George Washington High was thought to have very much of a chance. Yet you never could tell. Last year nobody had expected Joe Williams to win the Artist Club scholarship with that funny modernistic watercolor he had done of the high level bridge. In fact, it was hard to make out there was a bridge until you had looked at the picture a long time. Still, Joe Williams got the prize. When feted by the community's leading painters, club women, and society folks at a big banquet at the Park Rose Hotel, and was now an award student at the art school, the city's only art school. Nancy Lee Johnson was a colored girl, a few years out of the South, but seldom did her high school classmates think of her as colored. Excuse me. This is a Diet Coke. So much carbonation. Classmates think of her as colored. She was smart, pretty, and brown, and fitted in well with life of the school. She stood high in scholarship, played a swell game of basketball, had taken part in the senior musical in a soft, velvety voice, and had never seemed to intrude or stand out, except in pleasant ways, so it was seldom even mentioned her color. I'm sorry, English wasn't my best class, or my best subject in school. Math was, and that was after gym class. So, my reading has come a long way though. Okay, let's keep going. Nancy Lee sometimes forgot she was colored herself. She liked her classmates and her school. Particularly, she liked her art teacher, Miss Dietrich, the tall, red-haired woman who taught her law and order in doing things, and the beauty of working step by step until job is done, a picture finished, a design created, or a block print carved out of nothing but an idea and a smooth square of linoleum. 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 I don't know. Okay. Inked, proofs made, and finally put down on paper. Clean, sharp, beautiful individual, unlike any other in the world. Thus, making the paper have a meaning nobody else could give it except Nancy Lee. That was the wonderful thing about true creation. You made something nobody else on earth could make, but you. Miss Dietrich was the kind of teacher who brought out the best in her students, but their own best, not anyone else's copied best. For anybody else's best, great through it might be, even Michelangelo's wasn't enough to please Miss Dietrich. Dealing with the creative impulses of young men and women living in American city in the Middle West and being American. Nancy Lee was proud of being American, a Negro American with blood of Africa as long time ago. Too many generations back to count, but her parents had taught her the beauties of Africa, its strength, its song, its mighty rivers, its early smelting of iron, its building of the pyramids, and its ancient and important civilization. And Miss Dietrich had discovered for her the sharp and humorous lines of African sculpture. Benin, Congo, Makande. Nancy Lee's father was a mail carrier. Her mother a social worker in a city settlement house. Both parents had been to Negro colleges in the South, and her mother had gotten a further degree in social work from a northern university. Her parents were, like most Americans, simple, ordinary people who had worked hard and steadily for their education. Now they were trying to make it easier for Nancy Lee to achieve learning that it had been for them. They would be very happy when they heard of the award to their daughter. Yet Nancy did not tell them. To surprise them would be better. Besides, there had been a promise. I think that's long enough. That was pretty long. Actually, it kind of seemed like it was. I might be actually reading the book, or like the beginning of the book. So, I don't know, maybe. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos. And I hope everyone has a good day. Bye. Boy, I'm squirrely. I want to have a good day, everybody. I hope you all have a great day. Bye.